Hello, everybody. How are our friends tonight? Hi, Margie. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Toby. We've got Glennis and Candy both on panel behind the scenes.
Hi, ladies.
Debbie, I think Debbie's hosting. Let me think here. Kathy and Jody. And is Rebecca there too? Rebecca? And let's see. I don't think Sandy's there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Debbie, I forgot and I left somebody out. Now I feel horrible. Better say who's
Hi,
there
Reba.
saying hi. Reba. Hey, Reba. Hi, Toby. Margie saying hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Debbie, before I forget, I'm going to have to get back to you on the combination and the shipping that we talked about earlier because there's at least 4 of you. And I want to sit down and figure it and make sure that everybody's credited correctly. Hi, Deb. How are you? Rebecca, which is Reba. Jill, I'm sorry, Jill. I left Jill out. How could I forget Jill? I didn't forget you. I just forgot you were there. Reba, Jill, Kathy, and Jody are all at Debbie's. Now that's a party. There's the party girls right there. The 5 of them. They're only missing a couple of party animals.
It's not a party until they send a drunk text.
Okay, we'll
Hi,
wait
Tina.
for that. We'll wait for that one private message, right?
Oh no, they got to do it in chat so everybody can see it.
Oh, in chat. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. The drunk funny text, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. Debbie, time to pull out the drinks. How you doing, Tina? Good to see everybody. Oh my goodness. So, as I was pulling out books for tonight, there are so many books. I pulled out what I figured was enough books for tonight, probably too many. And then I stopped because I have so many boxes of books. I mean, I can't even get to all of them until we get through some of them. So I thought I'll just start at the top of the stack and pull out. When we get through those, I'll be able to get to the next box and we'll just work our way down. Because I know there's some really cool ones in the bottom 2 boxes, but can't get to them. But I was thinking about tomorrow and Friday while I was pulling them out. And I think I'll be able to get the mixed media ready. And I think we'll probably need both nights for mixed media. Hi, Lucy. So I think we'll probably need both nights, Thursday and Friday, for mixed media because there's a lot. Everything from, I've got a lot of stem period mediums, all different kinds of mediums, some that I've shown before, some that I haven't, some that comes in different colors like golden silver and turquoise and does different things. Chalks, colored pencils, different kinds of markers. I can't even think right now, but I've got like 5 boxes that have mixed media stuff in them. So all kinds of stuff. So I think I can't tell you what items will be which night, but I think that Thursday night and Friday night will both be, trying to see where straight is, will both be mixed media. And we were just talking, you guys, if you can put in the chat, tell me what you think about this earlier time, 5 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central. What do you think about this earlier time? Some of us were thinking it might be a little too early. We typically start 1 hour later. What's your opinion? Some of you were here last night. Some of you weren't. Have any 8x8 stem period Christmas? I don't know. I would have to look, Kathy. I would have to look. I know that I have I want to say I have 3 Stamperia Christmas 12 by 12s left. And I don't even remember the 8 by 8s. Works for you today. What about in general, Lucy? In general, is this kind of early? I guess the question is, would you prefer that we go back to 1 hour later, 6 to 9 Mountain Time? For those who, I'm eating right now, so I can't talk. That means I'm eating right now, so my fingers are busy, so I can't talk. Let me see.
Hi, Mousy.
Hey, Mousy. Ooh, maybe I should stick foil in with the mixed media. I've got a lot of foil. And then next
Looks
week
like
we're going
everyone
to.
is pretty well saying this time is good.
This time is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Central. Okay, this time is better for you, which is 5, which is 6 Central. Okay, in general, it's good. Okay, Kathy likes this time. All right, maybe we'll stick with it for a while and see how it works. We hardly had anybody here last night. So that was the first night we did it earlier, and that's why we were concerned that maybe it was too early for everyone.
I think it's just Tuesdays. It's just a bad day.
Okay.
I mean, it is
all
for
right.
me. Tuesday is like a mini Monday for me. I hate it. I'm
Okay.
still in that, oh my God, I got to go to work mode.
Yeah. Is that it? Is Tuesday just a bad day? Is Tuesday not a good sale day? Everybody, so, give me your opinions on that. I don't know everything, so I got to know what you guys think. If Tuesday's a bad day, we just won't schedule sales for Tuesdays. Maybe we'll go live and do Tuesday just craft alongs or finish a project that's sitting there on your desk that needs to get done, or hang out and do something like that, but not so people can come and go if they can. Maybe do something fun.
Yeah, Tina, I'm just questioning why it was so slow yesterday, why no one turned up.
From school and take her to circus camp. Oh, fun! Circus camp sounds good. Okay, so tomorrow's not good. Tomorrow evening, Lucy, is not good. Today is Wednesday. Oh, yeah, Tina, I'm talking about yesterday, last night, because this week we're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night sales. So last night we did one, and it was 5 o'clock, just like tonight, but we were very small in numbers. And so we wondered if we had really screwed up everybody's time, and it was really a bad time. But it sounds like that's a good time. Candy's saying that she thinks it's just a bad day. We're losing it. Tina, we long lost it. That's why you fit in so well, right? I was confused on the day because Glynis didn't put in the day. I thought it was Friday sale. Oh, it left thumbs up last night, just not into pretty containers. Okay, got it, Mousy. Thank you. That helps. Hour later is better tomorrow, but don't worry about me. Majority rules. Okay. And mixed media is one of those things that there's a lot, and those who are truly interested in mixed media, I would like them to be able to see what is there. So I'm okay tomorrow and Friday going back to 6 o'clock. I'll go in and change those 2 sales. They say 5 to 8 right now. I will go in and change them so they say 6 to 9. Friday and Saturday. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I am losing it. Purple. No, it's orange. Thursday and Friday. Wow. Thursday and Friday, I will change it from 6 to 9 instead of 5 to 8. You know what it is that I have been going since 5 o'clock. I have not sat down. I've not stopped. And I've
Have
just
you
been
eaten?
working hard. I can't tell you what I ate, but I know I ate something because I'm not hungry. I remember putting something in my mouth, but I don't. Oh, no, I know what it was. Leftover meatloaf from last night. Yes, I did eat.
Okay.
But when we finish at 8 o'clock, I have to leave at 8:05 and go pick up my son from the airport. And I've just had a million things to do. And, Doug here, there's a million more things to do. So it's just a busy week. That's all. So I really relish the time to sit here with you guys for 3 hours. That's kind of enjoyable. I can sit down and relax for a bit and hang out with friends. So hour later, okay, so plus trying not to buy so much. Yeah, I totally understand that. And that's why it's nice to be able to pick and choose what sales to go to. So he is doing really well. He's been following doctor's orders, and he is actually doing really, really well. He goes back to the doctor on Friday, and the doctor told me that on Friday he will unlock his brace so he can start bending his leg, his knee, and start working that, so he'll be prepared to get into PT. But he's doing super well, managing it well with meds. He's staying on pace. He's not acting, all macho about it, and he's doing what he's supposed to. So he's not being a pain. It's just extra work because he can't do anything. Does that make sense? All the stuff he would normally do, I'm doing his and mine, but he's not being a bad patient at all. He's actually being really good. Okay, so I'm going to make myself a note so that I don't forget here. And I'm going to change Thursday and Friday from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and they'll go 6 to 9. And we'll plan on both nights being mixed media. Everything, I know I've got some chalks. I can't even think of what else. There might even be some watercolors. I can't think. There's a ton of stuff. But everything will be below retail for sure. I always try to do that. Then, for those of you that like tools, next week we're going to do a half price tool sale. I know I always bring you really good prices on the tools. Sometimes they're half price of retail already, what I bring. I really try to do that because tools are so darn expensive, and I want them all, but they're so expensive. So I really work hard on those. But the prices are going to be even lower at one sale next week, half price tool sale. There'll be at least, I don't think I have anything that I can't do at least 50% of retail. And those that I did at 50% of retail before, I'll mark them down even a little farther, so we can get tools out to everybody. I want to make some room for some things that will be coming up and coming in for the fourth quarter. And right now there is no room. And tools are one of the more expensive things. So we'll do those half price. And I've got some tools that I didn't have before. Well, I've got some punches that I might not have had before. I'm trying to remember what the tools are. Everything from, I think I still have some of those bone folders that are just the single bone folders. They're like $2, to larger tools. But everything will be, I even have a cuddle bug that I picked up at an estate sale. And I'm sure it's been used because...
Good idea, Kathy.
What's that?
She can get a
scan
cut for half price.
Oh, you know what?
The fight would be on for that one.
Yeah, really. I know. I've been thinking about getting one, but I don't have any room to put it. I do have an affiliate link for Happy Paper People for Cricut, and for it might be Brother too, because they did me both with several at the same time. I can't remember if Brother's in there. But if you're thinking about buying one, hang tight, because with the affiliate link, I get an email like twice a week with a discount code for people who use the affiliate link. So, I mean, if it's 10%, it at least pays your taxes. Sometimes it's 25%. I saw one last week that was 40%, and I just haven't gotten it together to organize it in the manner that I could give it to you guys to use. So if you are thinking of buying any of those bigger things or some supplies and things from Cricut, let me get that affiliate code to you to see if we can attach one of the good discount codes to it. That would be good. But no, I don't have any scan and cuts here. I don't. I got a lot of other tools, but not that. But that's okay. So the next two we'll do mixed media. Next week, we're definitely going to do the half-priced tool sale, and then we'll look at what we want to do from there. It might be time to hit doilies and lace and fabric again. Oh, I have a whole brand new bin of Christmas fabric. Maybe that would be fun. I love Christmas fabric. That might be fun. So, but if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, do shoot me a message
Appliques?
and let me know. Okay, appliques could probably go with doilies and lace and linens, and that could probably go over 2 nights too, because there's always a lot of those. Appliques, doilies, lace, and linen. Okay, we could do that. We can do that. Let's see, we've got 19 here. I'm going to throw something out for you guys. It has not been announced yet, but I'm going to write up an announcement to put in the group. Talk to Sharon today, and I'm going to write up an announcement to put in the group, and then we're going to start talking about it. And so I want to tell you guys right now, because if you have any questions, I want you to be able to ask about it. And the more people hear about it, the more it'll make sense. First of all, most of you, I think, probably got the invitation I sent out to the new Happy Paper People Facebook page, not the group. The group is where we do all of our daily stuff, and it's a private group, and it will stay private. The page is a public page that anybody else could see. We'll have special events there, and even post some other things there, but it will have a different purpose than the group. One of the first special event that's going to be held is going to start October 1st, and it's going to run October 1st to October 31st. So we can go through it before we get into the holidays. A lot of you have been on the Saturday Night Lives. We've been talking a little bit about StreamYard and the cost of StreamYard and how it doubled in cost recently. And you all know that there's cost to keeping the group running and keeping the sales running and keeping the Saturday Night Lives running and the tutorials, whether it's equipment or, StreamYard prizes, whatever it is, there's always cost to that. So people have, mentioned a number of ways to bring in funds to help cover the cost of those. I am not a fan of asking anybody who's a member of the group to contribute or donate to help do that. So as long as I'm in control, we won't do that. I'm just not a fan of that. But I am a fan of supporting those things that I want to see continue going on. And one of the things that I love doing is being able to purchase something where I get something that I like and know that those funds go towards supporting the organization or whatever it is that I want to support. So during the month of October, the 1st to the 31st, we are going to have a large sales event that will be held on the Happy Paper People page, not in the group, on the page. That's why we want to make sure that everybody in the group has the opportunity to get over there and make sure that you click like and follow, not just one or the other. You need the like, but then I believe the follow is what's going to give you the notifications, I think, as long as you've liked. Sometimes it's confusing. Just make sure you click like and follow so that you can get the notifications every time something's posted. So Sharon and I are going to put the things in there that will be in this special sales event. And there will be some auctions and there will be some just flat price. There might be 1 or there might be 5 available. If there's 5, it'll be the first 5 comments that say me. If there's 1, it'll be the first person. If it's an auction, you would just put your bid in the comments. The next person would put a bid in the comments, so you can always see exactly what's going on there. But the deal is that Sharon and I are going to take 100% of all the proceeds from that sale for that month, and we are going to set it aside, and that will be strictly used for running Happy Paper People. It will cover the cost of StreamYard. It will help us send out more prizes because we'd like to do more things where we're sending out more prizes to people, for participating or, doing different things. There's just a lot of fun things to do, but postage is expensive and we can always donate the prizes. Postage starts adding up a lot. But that's what we're going to do. We don't want anybody to donate money, but we want to give you the opportunity to buy something that you might like or maybe be able to use as a holiday gift or whatever. And so that you get something for your money, just like any other sale. But we will take 100% of the proceeds and put those back into Happy Paper People. And we're going to do something a little different than we have ever done in the past. Neither Sharon or I have ever really sold much of the things that we make as artists. And we are going to put some things that we have made, and we are trying to find extra minutes here and there right now to make some things that we've been wanting to make, and we will put those in there for sale. Journals, albums, ephemera, packs, different things. I can't say for sure what Sharon's going to have. She's done some naked journals in the past that have been pretty cool. But so there will be things that will be old, things that will be new. Things from estate sales is the old. Things that are new. I'm going to try to put new things in there because I know not everybody likes the old things, and things that both Sharon and I have made, and that will be our contribution of, you know, our time and our product, and to putting this towards Happy Paper People. So I'm pretty excited about this because I like people to get something for their time and money. So does that sound like it'll be a good event? I don't know. It sounded good to me. Charlie just fell asleep in his high chair. Oh my gosh, those are the funniest pictures ever. Candy, get a picture. Get a picture. Whether it's facing the food or hanging over with the food coming out of his mouth. Those are always the best pictures. The kid's falling asleep in the high chair. When I went to the page, I did not see a follow, only a like. Really? Oh, that's weird. He was watching Marianne. Yeah, he was watching Marianne and he fell asleep. Thanks, Tina. Once you like, you're also following. Well, what's funny is that when I go look behind the scenes, it says there's X amount of people like, and there's X amount of people that follow. And they're not the same. The two numbers aren't the same, which is weird. Do you want to buy a coffee? Yes. Gigi, thank you for mentioning that. I am going to set up the website that is Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, but I'll probably put on there that you could buy Lucy a treat. I don't drink coffee, but Lucy always needs the treat, and she loves her Happy Paper People girls. So, but the reason I haven't set it up yet is because, again, I don't want you to contribute without getting something in return. I don't know why that feels weird to me, but I just feel the need to give something when something is given. So I am in the process of creating some digital downloads, some printables. And so I can put one on there that you may go get free. And if you so choose, you may leave $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever, whatever you choose there, but you get something for doing that. And I'm also in the process of setting up Patreon. Same thing, figuring out the different levels and what I'm going to provide for you in return. Again, I don't want you to make a monthly contribution unless you're going to get something in return. I've looked at a lot of different artist pages, and I know some of them do. Some of them are just contributions, and thank you. I appreciate it. This is what they say. Others do stuff, but I really want the interaction, and my idea or my thought process for the Patreon is that what you get at the different levels will not stay the same all the time. It will change probably 2 to 3 times a year, so that if one thing isn't your cup of tea, that it's going to change in a few months. And as different seasons come and I'm able to do different things, maybe private lives and or tutorials or things that I create and send to you personally, those kinds of things. How life is, and sometimes you can do some things and sometimes you can do other things. So, but I'm in the process of setting up that one as well. So we do appreciate your support in any or all of the venues. Greatly appreciated, but I just need to make sure that there's something for everyone to receive back in exchange for their financial support before we do that. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Candy, for grabbing that page link. Let's see. Oh, you got several. He's leaning back. Awesome. Hi, Bev. How are you? Good to see you. So cute. Can't wait to see those pictures.
Also, ladies, you have to go in and no, I know I couldn't do it on my phone to change your notification settings. I had to do that on the computer. My phone doesn't show that option. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have
I just neither.
Android.
I don't know that it's your phone or that it's Facebook for mobile device.
Well, if you exactly that so you have to go. I know on the computer you had to hit the three dots and then it had follow settings, and that's where you
Correct.
changed your notifications.
That's what I need to tell Julie because I told her that and she
Yeah.
couldn't find that, but I think she was on her phone.
She
And I
probably,
forgot
if you use the app, I don't think it shows that.
No, it does not. She screenshot it and sent it to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, so go to your computer and across the top where it says, you know, I don't know, what is it, like description or and posts or whatever it is, to the right.
It has where it has your liked. It has home, about, photos on the left, and then
There
on
you
the other
go.
side it has liked, message, your
Yeah,
search.
like, send a message, search. There's
And
three
then the
little
three
dots
dot.
there. When you click on the three dots on a computer, the drop down, I think the third one down will say follow settings. And you might look at that and go,
Yeah.
oh,
And mine's the first drop down. So.
First one, okay.
Yeah, it
You
just
know,
I'm sure it depends on what you're using.
it doesn't mean you want to follow our settings. That means you want to check your settings for the follow. And so if you clicked on like, then the follow is in there. And you go into the settings and you can click all of the things to say, I want to be notified for all these things. There's not going to be that many posts in there. So I personally checked everything so that any of them would come through as a notification, because you never know what it's going to classify it as. But because there's not going to be that much going on there, it's not going to be like the group where there's all that interaction. But for this sale, this big sale between October 1st and 31st, we're going to try to put some really special things in. And we'll start it out at the beginning, but we're going to continually add things in there all along. So it isn't just everything goes in on the 1st and it's there till the 31st. We're going to be putting things in. Yep. Go ahead.
For anybody on an iPad, the three dots works the same way.
Oh, on the iPad? Good. Okay, it didn't on my iPhone, but it does on the iPad then. Awesome. So either your, what do you call it? An iPad also has another name because maybe there's other
Tablet.
brands. Tablet, thank you. It might work on any other tablet. Yeah, brain dead. Check on your tablet, might work there, or definitely on your computer, three dots. Candy or Glennis, would you, one of you shoot Julie a message and tell her that to find the follow settings on that page, send her the link to, you have to be on your computer, or she has an iPad. She could do it on her iPad, but not on her phone because she couldn't find him. So let me see. I've got catch up on comments. Yeah, can't wait to see those pictures. We get a lot in return. Oh, thank you, Margie. Where do you find the page? Okay. Candy put in the link. You give way more than anyone I know. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate that. It is my goal in life to always give more than I get. And I get a lot from you guys. I get friendship and the ability to work from home because my health won't allow me to work outside the home right now. And I'm so very grateful for that. But I love you guys. I wouldn't give up this community for anything. But you're giving by just bringing these products to us. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, and my goal with that, always bring it below retail, or I wait until I can because it's not worth. If I can get it somewhere cheaper retail, I'm going to tell you guys to go get it there too. Page, exactly. Okay, thanks, Candy. Yeah, thanks for putting that in there. Awesome. So watch for that, October 1st to 31st. If you see that there's other people that you know in the group that have not gone to the page and liked it and followed it, I'll put a post in there in the group with that link on it, or maybe Candy or Glennis can, to say, be sure to go in and like, and then how to find the follow settings before October 1st when the first event starts. And then I'll do a post about what that event is so people can start to get familiar with that. So, and then watch for the cup of coffee and for the Patreon, and we'll start to have some more fun. fun behind the scenes with those too. So, all right. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by books and movie ephemera. I'm kind of excited about that because I've not had some things quite like this
Hi, Anne.
movie before. Hi, Anne. Welcome, welcome. Glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. I think that Anne, we met Anne through our mixed media friends, P and M, Patricia and Mariah. If there's anybody who it's their first time shopping with us, the email is right here on the screen. But if you would take a minute and go to the description box and read it, it'll tell you everything you need to know. And just shoot me an email with pertinent information. Does not mean you're obligated to buy. You are never obligated to order anything. But if you think you might, or you end up doing it, or you just want to be prepared, then shoot me the information. So we'll be ready to go for invoices. And I don't know if you were here. Did you just literally just come in, or did you hear any of the last 15, 20 minutes? If you didn't, when we're done, you might want to go back and listen to the first 15, 20 minutes because there's a lot of good information in there that you may want to hear. Candy, what is this? That is my goal too, Marianne. And Margie, and you do very well at that goal. You do very well. Last night, Margie told me ahead of time at the end of the night, you and me, let's draw a name, and she was going to buy their box or tin or whatever it was that they purchased. And she's just got the most giving heart, and it was awesome. And Edna got hers free. So that was really, really cool. Margie, you did really well at that. Candy, I told Marianne I was going to get on here and complain because she gives too much. You know what a complainer I am. Candy, if I could find a way to get you to stop complaining. You're being such a bad influence on everybody.
Not going to happen. I'm hard-headed.
Yes, I know you are. And she's such a bad influence on everybody else because she complains so much. Anybody new? Not. Candy's amazing. Well, I definitely give
Very
more money than I
amazing.
give with Simon Day. Yeah, Lucy. Let's see here. Just got out of the dining room. People always want to. Yeah, what's up with that? Everybody always wants to eat. Margie's our very own Mrs. Claus. That is true. And Margie is awesome. All right. Let me get a drink here. So I pulled out some books tonight that are very
Gags
very
won't work.
old. Someone get a gag for Candy. She can chew right through it with her fangs. I pulled out some
Oh,
old
now I
books,
got fangs?
Candy's got
or
fangs.
whatever they are. Oh no. Toby cannot link up with you. You can still go to that page and click like, Toby. You can still go to that page and click like. You just can't get the follow settings, which will make sure that you get the notifications. So what you want to do is maybe when you go to a friend's house that has a computer, ask if you can log on to your Facebook for a minute and go to that page, click the 3 dots, get follow settings, click all the things in there. Yes, I want notifications, and then log out, or call somebody you trust and ask them to log in for you and do it. But make sure you trust them. Make sure you trust them. Let me check my mic. Not sure which one it's on. Okay. Here, I want to switch that. Oh, hopefully that's good. Okay. So I've got old books. I've got some books that are not so old, but they're pretty cool in their content. And movie ephemera. Let me give you an idea of what I have here. Let's see. They called these movie cards, and it threw me for a loop because I would have said movie poster. But back in the day, when you go into the movie theater and they have the posters up all over the wall, Fangs and Claws, Sandy Claus. Oh, that's good. Candy Claus, Candy Corn Fangs. They put posters up all, but for most of our life, I think the posters were quite large, quite tall, maybe this wide or even wider, and about 3 times as tall. And so the size of this is quite different than what we're used to seeing. Let me check on my handy dandy. This is 14 by 11. So 11 by 14. And instead of calling them movie
Hi,
posters,
Shelby.
hi Shelby. Oh, thank you. Another shade of teal. Last week was more turquoise. This one's teal. Can you tell I'm a teal lover like Candy? That's why Candy likes me. I have to keep using teal so Candy will like me.
So that's what it is.
So she won't complain.
Hi, Carla.
No, it's funny. I trusted my friends and I called that cricket line, but they don't make my cricket anymore, and I lost my cards, so I have no cricket. What do you mean you lost your? Oh, cords. Okay, so can the cords be ordered directly from Cricket? Just the cords, replacement cords?
She needs to go on eBay, really. I mean, I had to go on there to get, I had a Sleep Number bed that was an old one, and my remote went out. They didn't sell it anymore. I had to go on eBay, and I found one for it.
Okay, cool. Hi,
You'd
Carla.
be amazed what you can find on eBay. Put the Cricket, what you're looking for, Cricket cord in eBay, what Cricket it is, and you'd be surprised what comes up.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, or ask them for a huge discount. I do have the affiliate link that I need to get. Candy, I've got a bunch of affiliate links I need to get to you to put into the group for everybody because some of them offer a discount. And Cricket sends me an email frequently with a big discount for people who use the affiliate link. So I need to get that in there. I've just been really lax on doing that. Because I know a lot of you buy Cricut supplies, and if we can get you a discount on it, then yay. Okay, so they called these movie cards instead of movie posters. And it tells us, this one was 1954. It was an MGM. The name of the movie was The Student Prince. And it was Edmund Purdom was the prince, and Anne Blythe was Kathy. The prince has quarreled with pretty Kathy, and now
Hi,
he
Cheryl.
wants to make up. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Property of National Screen Service Corp. Licensed for display only in connection with the exhibition of this picture at your theater. Must be returned immediately thereafter. So as soon as the theaters quit showing these, they were under obligation to take all these down and send them back to National Screen Service Corp., which was part of MGM. They did not get to keep them. And that's why they've become so rare and valuable. They are on eBay. I've seen them selling for quite a bit. Is that okay? Some of them I have multiples of. And what's interesting is that yeah. Okay. I didn't intend to start with these, but maybe we'll do some of this, some of that, and come in back and forth. Here is Serpent of the Nile with Rhonda Fleming and William Lundigan and Raymond Burr. Check that out. Technicolor, 1953, Columbia Pictures. Okay, so this number down here on the bottom, let me tell you what this means. This does not mean this is number 53 out of 213 movie cards. This means that the movie was put out in 1953. This movie was in 1953. And it was the 213th movie of Columbia Pictures for that year. Make sense? So every one of these, like here's another Serpent of the Nile, but they're different pictures. Rhonda Fleming, William Lundigan with Raymond Burr. Isn't that interesting that Raymond Burr has the little name? He does not get headline. He was just starting out. And this one also says 53/213. So it was 1953, and it was the 213th movie of the year for Columbia Pictures. So if you're a Serpent of the Nile fan, there's 2 different movie cards. That's a different one. Okay, so
how are we going to do these?
Um, yeah, I just wanted to kind of give a general overview of them for a minute, and then we can go into them specifically.
Okay.
Like this one is also 1953, but this was the 223rd movie of the year. So, I mean, if you look at them, I'm saying that because if you look at them all and they're all 53 slash something, you're going to think, how odd is it that they were all the 53rd, movie card? So, I don't know. Do you want to start with some of these? Do some of these, do some books, come back, do some of these, or do you want to just start with some books?
Well,
What do you
I
guys
think
think?
starting with these is great. I just wanted to know if you're going to A-B them or what.
Well, Glennis, you know me by now. We're going to figure it out as we go. I'm going to pull this one out because it's torn. Okay. Well, I think and I invested in a large stack of these. Some of them have more of the same movie than others. Some there's only one or two of the same movie. So I think what we'll do here is
Tina can have me, West. I'll take Tarzan.
there might be. I'm not even sure. I honestly haven't even looked through all of them. That's how many I got. Both of these. Oops. Where's my phone? Here we go. Okay. Both of these are Serpent of the Nile. So let's A-B these because they're different pictures. Because you might like Serpent of the Nile, but you want a different picture. This side and the bottom is the same. What's different is the main picture screenshot out of the middle of the movie. There's Raymond Burr. I could tell it in his face. But this guy, I think this is Rhonda Fleming and William Lundigan. Oh, there's Raymond Burr on the bed. That's funny. Okay, so let's A-B these. Serpent of the Nile. Oh, Serpent of the Nile, The Loves of Cleopatra. So she's Cleopatra. Maybe she loves them both, so one of them's killing the other one. I don't know. Some of these, when I looked at it, really made me want to go back and watch some of these old movies just to see exactly what was going on in them, because there's some really interesting ones. Both of these are 53-213 because it's 1953. And they're the 213th movie, the same movie. So we'll A-B these if you want either one or both. And I don't know if there's any more Serpent of the Nile down there. Most of them that there was multiples of, they were together. So I don't see any others of this one. And we're going to do them for $7.50 a piece. I found some of these specifically selling on eBay in the 20s per movie card, but based on what I paid for them, I can do $7.50 a piece.
Okay, those are going in. I called A stairs and B bed.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. That was a good way to do it. That would be, let's see, Serpent of the Nile. Stairs and bed. Okay. Any huge Raymond Burr fans? I guess I could have gone through all of them and sorted them by, I don't know. I don't even know how to sort them. Like I said, it looked to me like the ones of the same title were mostly together. So,
Is there any
okay.
interest in these?
No interest in Serpent of the Nile?
I think they're
Okay.
cool.
If not, that's okay. We'll set that one aside. We'll pull out a couple more, and then we'll get into some books, and then we'll come back and do some more.
Tina wants to know if they are brittle.
They are not. They are not brittle because they are on thick paper that could be put up in the movie theater and then sent back and not fall apart. They definitely look like they're from the 50s. They look old. The paper is beautiful in color, but they are not brittle. You could totally use one as a book cover. They would live through that. Absolutely. You could fold it. You could coffee dye it if you felt it wasn't dark enough. No, I would not call them brittle. I'd certainly be willing to do anything to the ones that I'm going to keep. I'm going to look really quickly and see if I can see another young Bess. See if our camera can focus on that. It's not focusing. Let me get up closer here. There, we got to focus. All right. So here is one that is Young Bess, put out by MGM, with Charles Lawton and Gene Simmons. 1953. We'll make that one A. And so Young Bess is A. And The Student Prince, the one we just looked at, with Edmund Purdom and Anne Blythe, we'll make that one B. And at this point, I only see one of each.
See, that's in.
Oh, wow.
That didn't last very long, Candy.
What?
Candy's going to take B.
That's a cool one. I like it. All right. Candy gets The Student Prince. I have seen people that did a whole wall in a bar or a tavern, and these. Also seen a wall in a garage or shop. Looks really cool. Thank you, Candy.
Mousy wants to know if you have any horror or sci-fi movies.
Ooh, good question.
Which, if there is, she'll have a fight on her hands.
I don't remember seeing any horror specific, but I do believe I remember seeing sci-fi. Okay, here is Below the Sahara. Below the Sahara had, let's see, Technicolor. Doesn't say who's in it. Produced and directed by Armand Dennis. Production, supervision, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say who starred in it, but let me see. Is it? Make sure we're focusing. There we go. And I've got 4 here, and they're 4 different pictures. So there's the first, Below the Sahara, which is the waterfall. I think they're all probably going to be the same around here. Give you that a little bit up closer. That could be horror. Natives coming at you with spears. Things ready to jump out of the trees at you. That looks a little scary. Okay, so that will be A. Call A Waterfall, Below the Sahara Waterfall. Okay, this is a little scary. Vultures, is that what they are?
Yep.
B will be vultures. below the Sahara vultures. See, there's 2 vultures. Okay, so there's 2 of B available. And C will be ape. That's shorter than chimpanzee or monkey or orangutan or whatever else it might be. So we'll just call it ape. That one's an ape. So that is C. So these don't look like, these don't look like vultures here, these guys. But I'm thinking that these, that's what I thought, but these look like maybe they're supposed to be the same things, but these are definitely vultures. I don't know. That's confusing me. Okay, so A is waterfall, B is vultures, and C is ape. And there's 2 of B, 1 of each of the others.
Can I see A again, please?
You may. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you see these little outside things? There's animals up in the tree. Looks like a jaguar or a cheetah, probably, jumping down at somebody.
It's a jaguar.
There's the flamingos and the rhinos and the natives in their native dress dancing. Okay, so that one's A. Vampires and mummies. It's a this was a documentary, Below the Hasera. Below the Hasera. Yeah, that's cool. Gorilla's another ape. Looks like a big ape starred in it. Yeah, that I didn't know that. I like those kind of documentaries. I'm gonna have to go watch that.
I'm putting these as available.
Okay. Then let's do The Last Posse. You might not even need those. ABC. The Last Posse starred Broderick Crawford, John Derrick, Charles Bickford, and Wanda Hendricks. The only one I know of them is John Derrick.
I don't know any of them.
That would be a young John Derrick, wouldn't it? So let's see. We've got different pictures. So this will be The Last Posse green suit, because this guy's standing there in a green suit. That'll be easy to see, right? Or crowd, but I don't know if there's another one with a crowd, so we'll call him green suit.
Okay.
And then B will be The Last Posse. Let me see if there's any. The Last Posse, 2 men. It's the only one with just 2 men. Okay, maybe I just don't know their names, because I sure recognize his face, and I recognize this guy. Do you recognize his face? He's in a lot of Westerns.
I recognize it, but I don't know who it is.
Well, it's either got to be Charles Bickford or Broderick Crawford. So B will be the 2 men. And C will be, looks like a fight, holding these 2 guys back from each other. And D will be, that looks like a gunfight with a horse. D, yeah, let's do that. Gunfight with horse, because this is just a fight, and then this one will be the gunfight with a horse.
Yeah, it's the only
So
one
there's an
with the horse, I think.
ABCD. Yeah, that, or you could just put horse, because that's the only one with the horse.
Got it all in.
It is the only one with the horse. That is true. Okay, I'm going to do this, and because maybe I'll get to see a little bit more of them. If somebody wants one up close up, please just tell me.
Okay, those are in.
The guy on the left you think is Broderick Crawford. Oh, I started a cut. Okay, so I think this guy and this guy are the same guy. So you think that's Broderick Crawford. That means this is Charles Bickford, because John Derrick was really young. He's probably one of these two guys that they're holding back from fighting. Maybe even that guy right there. That's Bo Derrick's ex-husband, right?
No.
Anybody like The Last Posse? What did the horse do to get in a gunfight? You never know. Let's see.
Okay,
What is
these are available.
Okay. Oh, we had a young Bess. Here's another young Bess. Cool. Completely different picture. Okay. All right, we had a young Bess. Here's another young Bess. This is, or did we? Did we? I thought we did.
Yes, we did.
Charles Lawton and Stuart Granger. Keep an eye on Bess. Dying King Henry, who's Charles Lawton, begs of Tom Seymour, who is Stuart Granger right here. That's a cool one because the entire page is the scene. There is no other small things around it. So that'll be A. Young Bess. I don't think the first Young Bess sold, so we can just put Young Bess on this one and know that it's okay. And then B will be Raiders of the Seven Seas. This one stars John Payne and Donna Reed. Fun. With Gerald Moore, Lon Chaney, John O'Day, and Sidney Salkow. Raiders of the Seven Seas, Technicolor Global Productions. So that's a large. And so we'll just call that Raiders of the Seven Seas because it's the only one. And C is Son of Belle Starr, starring Keith Larson with Donna Drake and Peggy Castle. In glorious color. Look like they're having a gunfight in a cave. So that'll be C, ABC. Son of Belle Starr.
Okay, those are in.
I'm trying to look down in to see if I can see any horror or sci-fi. I thought I remembered seeing some sci-fi.
The 50s were a great time for what they called B movies, all the old sci-fi movies.
Oh, yeah. That's true. So hopefully there will be a few of them in here. Oh, cool. Here's some more student prints. Wow. Candy, do you remember that movie, or was it the scene that you liked? The one that you got?
The scene. That was before my time, Marianne.
I know, but I thought maybe you watched the movie, later.
I have watched some old movies, but I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I enjoy
I
them more
just
now
found-
than I used to.
Yeah, I didn't used to enjoy old movies either. I just found a couple more student prints. The New Desert Sun. Shoot First with Joel McRae. Man,
That's going to be my new motto. Shoot first.
I like it. Lady for oh, okay. I'm not gonna put this one up. I'm gifting this one to Candy. I'll just show y'all. This one is called Lady from Louisiana.
Oh, and it's John Wayne?
It is
yeah.
John Wayne. It is
I'm a big
John
fan of John
Wayne,
Wayne.
and
Oh,
Una
that's
Munson.
perfect.
Uh-huh.
And
John
again, I'm
Wayne
going to
and
complain
Una
you're
Munson.
being way too nice.
And Lady from
Oh,
Louisiana.
that is great. Wonderful.
Isn't that perfect? Yeah, I
That's
love it.
perfect. Yes.
Yep, that one's going to Candy.
That goes to her.
My treat. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate all you do. Oh, okay. How about, are we, no interest in these, right?
No.
I just found some Alibaba Knights. Let me pull those up. They look cool. They look fun. I should have maybe gone through these, but I don't know how I would have sorted them before. Alibaba Knights. There's a third. Oh, there's Slaves of Babylon. I recognize that name. Let's see if there's any more Alibaba right here. Because apparently some of them aren't all together. Okay, looks like that's it. So 3. All right, here's Alibaba Knights, starring Anna May Wong, Fritz Kortner, and George Roby, and cast of thousands. We could call this what? Lady? No, I would say Man in Red, but the other one has a Man in Red. No, because this one has a guy in red. And I was going to say Lady in Green, but this one has a lady in green. Man and Lady. It's the only one that has only a man and lady. Okay. A will be Man and Lady. Alibaba Knights, Man and Lady. And this will be Alibaba Knights, 2 men. I know that's not him, but that looks like Sinbad to me. It reminds me of Sinbad. That's funny. It's kind of cool. Now I want to go watch Alibaba Knights. Okay, and C will be this one, Alibaba Knights. This will be maybe call it Dancing Ladies, or Guy in gold turban guy. That'll be easy to. Cast of Thousands, formerly Choo Choo Chow. That's C. All right, and we probably need to move to some books, and then we can come back to some more of these.
Okay, those are in.
Because there are just all kinds of them with all different kinds of people, or all different people anyway.
Yeah, I may get back to you on a lot of these once Tom gets home.
Okay. Slaves of Babylon, Tanganyika. There's a lot more. There's just a lot more, and all different kinds of. Ambush at Tomahawk Gap with John Derrick. The Untamed Breed, Thunderhoof. I can read off some of these names and see if any of these, just the name rings any interest to anybody. Escape from Fort Bravo. Tanganyika. I'm not sure, that looks like a early version of Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Last Posse. There's some more Student Prince. Slaves of Babylon, Cow Country, Ambush at Tomahawk Gap. I said that one. Here's Alan Ladd in what? Desert Legion. The Prince Who Was a Thief. Desert Song.
Desert Song?
Desert Song. Catherine Grayson, Gordon McRae. It's a Warner Brothers. The New Desert Song.
Sounds familiar for some reason, but I don't know.
He's got a giant whip. Powder River. Shoot First. That Man from Tangier. Son of the Renegade. The Untamed Breed. I know I said that before. Down Among the Sheltering Palms. Oh, here's another, John Wayne and Ona Munson and the Lady from Louisiana. If anybody's interested in that. The Girl Next Door. Ooh, that looks like a fun one. More Son of Belstar. Different pictures. Barbara Stanwyck, All I Desire, with Maureen O'Sullivan, Laurie Nelson, Marcia Henderson, Lyle Betker, and Richard Carlson. Escape from Fort Bravo, William Holden and John Forsythe. Thunderhoof. I don't know. You guys want me to keep running through these and tell you what the names are and some of the people, or just pull them out as we do them and tell them then we'll do some books and come back to them? Here's Sequoia with Jean Parker. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you guys like. Slaves of Babylon with Richard Conte. Well, hello, little Lucy. Hi, did you come to say hello to everybody? Let's see, more Last Posse. Oh, different pictures of Sequoia. Those are cool pictures. I like the Sequoia ones.
The picture, the one for Sequoia, does it show a Sequoia cactus?
No. Sequoia, I believe, is this lady's name.
Okay.
Any feedback in there? I'm not looking at chat. If you can read it
No,
for
no
me.
one is saying anything.
No. All right. Put them all to sleep. Siren of Baghdad. Any feedback, anybody?
Lucy says maybe go to book and bring these back later.
Okay. Hungry Hill. Yeah, they're all old ones. Oh, Strange Conquest. I was looking for some sci-fi too, because I really thought there was some.
Does that one look sci-fi, the strange one?
I'm not sure that there's any horror, but I really thought there was some sci-fi. It doesn't really look sci-fi, does it? Strange Conquest.
No.
Not really. There's another Strange Conquest. Shoot First. Powder River. Rory Calhoun. Twilight Women. I like the picture over to the left. Frank Bold Raw. Twilight Women. The shame by shame story of Twilight Women. There's 3 of them. There it is. Debbie, Candy, and Glennis. Oh, goodness. Shoot First. There's a number of those. More Twilight Women. More Twilight Women. I like those. Slaves of Babylon. Okay. Let's move to some books then. And we can come back and look through the other half of the box. See if we can find any sci-fi. Oh boy. How about, should we start with some little books? Because I've got a basket of little books right here.
Go for it.
Littles. I like littles. Strange Conquest. 2 doctors try to find the cure for a fatal disease while battling each other for the affection of a beautiful woman doctor. Yeah. I don't know if that's for real, Lucy, but that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Okay, let's see.
You notice the woman doctor isn't trying to find the cure.
She probably already found it, but they won't believe her. They have to find it on their own. Right? Okay. Let's move these over here. All right. Some of these are the same, so I'm going to pull out the ones that, is this the same? Okay, these 3 are Stories of the Universe. plants, stars, and animal life. Can you see the, looking to see if anyone, this one maybe, can you see the debossing on there? The title is debossed, and then there's this stuff here is debossed. Stories of the Universe. This one is plants. It is copyright. Yeah, we'll do ABC on these. This is copyright 1895. There's a really pretty plate. The beginning. Stories of the Universe, plants. How plants began to be, how plants came to differ, how plants eat, how plants drink. There's some good illustrations. It doesn't look like there's anything in color, but there are some good plates and some good illustrations throughout if you wanted to take it apart. Things like this. How plants drink, how plants marry. Wait a minute.
That's a good one.
Seriously, that's what it says. How plants marry. Chapter 6, How Plants Marry. All righty then. Lots of good illustrations in here. Various marriage customs. Plants have marriage customs now.
Oh my gosh.
This is hilarious. More marriage customs. All right. Oh,
Can't wait till we get to the animals.
You wouldn't believe me. Yeah, you wouldn't believe me if you weren't seeing it here for yourselves, huh? How flowers club together. How flowers club together. I have to see all the chapters in here now. What plants do for their young. The stem and the branches. Casey, those things make perfect sense. The stem and the branches. Some plant biographies. The past history of plants. All righty. Okay, that is an interesting book. Stories of the Universe, plants. That'll be A. Stories of the Universe, stars.
Oh, how do stars marry?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. There's the Great Nebula is Andromeda. There's a plate right there. Copyright 1895. Okay. First experiences of a starlight night. It's going to be the same. It's all in black and white. There's going to be, let's see, we got blurry again. It's because I'm flipping fast and there's not any good pictures, big pictures and color for it to focus on. It's all going to be black and white, and there are going to be illustrations throughout, a couple of plates, but not a lot. The great little cover for a journal. Grouping of stars into constellations, the number of the stars, double stars. Double stars? I didn't know there was such a thing. Did you?
Yeah, there's two stars rotate around each other.
Double star. Okay. Family parties of stars, colored stars, moving stars, temporary stars, variable stars. The stars in poetry, groups of stars, clusters of stars. Oh, there's some cool pictures back here. Nebula. Some of these are really cool.
No Death Stars.
Oh, there's still a little section here, maybe. Who knows? The Milky Way, Nebula, the Milky Way, application of spectroscope to stars. The constellations. Ooh, table of the constellations. No Death Stars. Well, that's disappointing. And C will be stories of the universe, animal life. I'm sure it's the same. There's a nice plate. I'm sure it's going to be the same. Copyright day. Oh, copyright 1902. List of illustrations. So there's 47 illustrations in there. How animals adapt themselves. Classification. One-celled animals are protozoa, the something or other, the sponges, worms, arthropoda, mollusca, the shellfish, the polyzoa. There's some good pictures in here if you didn't want to keep this book. There's some cool little images that you could cut out. The echinodermata. Oh boy. The vertebrata. That's not what I thought when it said animals. I wasn't thinking these little, oh, and then there's one little chapter on man. One little chapter on man. How zoologists do their work. All right. Stories of the universe. Plants, stars, animals. ABC. And we're just going to do these for $6 each.
Okay, that's in.
Feed me, Seymour. Yeah. That's true. Oh, my stars. I know, really. Let me get an A, a B, and a C. Yeah, the gamut of the books I have today run from this, I don't know, they're just everything. To fairies, one end to the other, one extreme to the other.
Annie, did you want A and B or A and C? Because you can have B if you want B. Which is the ones you want?
A and C.
Okay, she's going to take A and C, and I'll put B back in for me.
You got it. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Oh. And Glynis gets B. Thank you, Anne, and thank you, Glynis. Those are some interesting books. And great sizes to make little journals out of.
Will go in my husband's Christmas stocking.
Cool. Okay, then let's see if all these are the same. Here's 3. Again, 3 from, these are all from the Pocket University, volume 3, 4, and 11. Volume 3 is essays, etc. So these are the red leather with the gold embossing. Pocket University. Nice plate of Nathaniel Hawthorne. So this is volume 3, part 1. Hawthorne published for Doubleday 1922. So in a couple months, it will be 100 years old. I love the plates of these old authors. When I was a kid, we had the card game Authors, and that's how I learned everybody, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Robert Louis Stevenson, all of those. All their books were the cards, and it was so cool. Better than playing Old Maid. Copyright 1897. Wait a minute. Did we have 2 copyrights? Published. Okay, so this was published in 1922, but it was copyrighted in 1897. All right, so we can count already over 100. Either way, it's, well, yeah, either way if you wanted to copy anything. These are cool. This is that, the paper that you just love to touch, that feels very fibrous. Awesome little paper. I love those. So that one is Nathaniel Hawthorne. B, okay, let's call them volume 3. A will be volume 3. B will be volume 4, and C is volume 11. Let's see who 4 is, though. 4 is Edgar Allan Poe. Copyright 1897, just the same. It does tell you here which of the selections they have printed in there. If you're a Poe fan, Fall of the House of Usher, Ligeia, did I say that right? The Cask of Amontillado, The Assignation, Ms. Found in a Bottle, The Black Cat. I think I haven't read enough Poe. Okay, so that'll be B. And C is poetry of, I recognize his face, Idylls and Stories in Verse, edited by Henry Van Dyke. Who is this, though? I recognize that face. I cannot read his. Who is that? Anybody can anybody tell me? So poetry, Idylls and Stories in Verse, edited by Henry Van Dyke, assisted by Hardin Craig and Asa Dawn Dickinson. But I'm not sure who that is. Let me go over to the table of contents. Idylls. There's Browning, Tennyson, Burns, Wordsworth, Shelley, Keats, and more. Allegories and Legends. There's Longfellow, Byron, Sill, Lowell, Hunt, Tennyson, Lowell, Browning, Arnold, Shelley, Wordsworth, Hogg, Barham. Brief Epics and Tales, Byron, Lowell, Halleck, Tennyson, Rogers, Whittier, Earl of Lytton. A couple more short stories in verse, Sill, Hood, Browning, Doyle. So you get an idea. Selections from later poetry, Lowell, Moody, Hodgson, De la Mare, and Davies. I still don't know who that is, though. I don't know. It's a cool picture, but I don't know who that is. So but this one is full of idylls and stories in verse. So there's a lot more poems and The Sensitive Plant. Speaking of that one we just had of the plants, The Sensitive Plant, The Building of the Ship. So that's a cool one for poetry. So ABC, A is volume 3, B is volume 4, and C is volume 11. And we'll do those for $6 as well.
Okay, that is in.
It seems like a fair price, and I'm liking it tonight, so we'll just stick with that.
Candy will take C.
Thank you, Candy. She liked
Mousy
that
Deb will
guy's
take
picture
B.
too. We don't know who it is, but we like that guy.
There's a good selection of poetry in there, though.
It is a great selection of poetry, for sure. And Mousy gets B, you said?
Yep.
Thank you,
Anyone
Candy,
want
and thank you,
Hawthorne?
Mousy. Okay, those two go over here.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Okay, and this one is still available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next 3, 2 of them are from the same collection. One is not. But what's interesting is this is also a pocket library, but it wasn't from the same series as this one. You can tell obviously, by the spines. So this is a pocket library, Outline of Philosophy, Part 2. So A will be Pocket Library Philosophy. Looking for copyright date 1929. The paper feels old. Oh, copyright under the Articles of Copyright 1910. So printed in the United States, printed 1929, copyright 1910. This paper feels older. It feels very papyrus, very cottony. Loving that. And this, you know what I like about these old books? One of the very best things is at the back of the books, past the bibliography, there's always this section of advertisements or advertisements.
Yeah.
I really like that because these are great. And They're over 100 years old. You can copy these and use or scan them and use them. But these are awesome little advertisements, and they're different in every book. Okay, so that is A. B is going to be Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. And it is debossed. I don't know. I don't think that the lighting will show that, but it is debossed. Charles Dickens down here, Oliver Twist up there, and a decorative thing on the front there. And here is a nice plate. This is him, Fagin, my friend, Oliver Twist. There was a couple of these. This might be the two that I could not find. I could not find
So B and C are both Oliver
date
Twist?
in. No, B is Oliver Twist and C is David Copperfield, both Charles Dickens.
Okay, sorry.
But I think these are the two that I could not find a date anywhere in. But if you look at the paper, even with this one, this has old yellowed paper, but can you see a difference even in the left and the right? If you like that naturally aged paper, it just feels to me like it's older than those, but I cannot tell you a date because I can't find a date anywhere in Oliver Twist or in David Copperfield. Those were the two that I could not find a date in. Nice plate up front as well. But they have really nicely aged colored paper. So A is Philosophy, Outline of Philosophy, Part 2. B is Oliver Twist. C is David Copperfield. Well, we'll just stick with $6 for those.
Okay, those are in. Candy will take A and C.
Got it. Thank you, Candy. Does anybody want foreign language books? I pulled out a
What foreign
whole
language?
bunch. I've got a whole bunch that are Japanese and Chinese, but I won't pull out a whole bunch of those if nobody's interested in them.
Japanese,
So
I would.
even before I go there, okay. And B's
German.
available, right? And German, okay.
Candy says yes.
Okay. I've got some paper packs coming that are going to have probably 6 to 10 different languages, including
Mouse
German
Dad says yes.
and all of those. But I have enough Japanese and Chinese books that I'm willing to sell some of those, the whole book.
Well, you've got 4 so far, yeses.
Okay, cool. I'll grab those next then because they're right here. There are 2 last little books here. I'm looking for a date in this one because it is very old and very folly apart. They're very folly aparty. And I can't. Oh, wait, maybe I can. All right, okay. This is the leather cover. It's blue leather. It's coming apart from the book board, but it's still all together. I mean, it's a nice piece, and it feels, you know how leather feels better the more worn it gets. The book's falling apart, but the leather feels amazing. Back cover the same. This is the Talisman. Sir Walter Scott, Tales of the Crusaders, the Talisman, etc., etc. There's the cool signature of the guy who owned it. But I was looking for the date. There's a nice plate there. And I don't even see a date. And these are those pages that are like, almost like onion skin. You know what I'm talking about. You can kind of hear that. There's a few plates throughout. Introduction is in the back. Okay, this introduction here was written August of 1831. So this is another little story from the keepsake of 1828, and this was written 1831. I sat upright in bed and gazed at the horrible specter.
Hi, sweetheart.
I can show you that image up close. Hi, sweetheart. I can't give you an exact date, but it really is. But I'm going to say that this is likely, usually when something's written like that, that's like an intro, it's published right as it's written, and that was 1831. So likely within a year or two of 1831. The Imperial Hotel, Russell Square, London. That's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, padded cell number 18. Entrance to my room at St. Thomas Home, London.
Oh, I've spent time there.
Wow, yeah. So,
I was next door.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Literally, that's what it
plenty
says.
of good
Padded
neighbors.
cell number 18. Yeah. Looking out my window in St. Thomas Home, London, England.
Oh my gosh.
That is cool. I will
really
leave
cool.
those in there. I will leave those in there. Those are super cool. Those hand drawings. This is an amazing book. This is an amazing little book. It is falling apart. It could be repaired. The pages inside are not falling apart. Nothing is torn. Everything is still bound together. You can see the signatures here. So it had a good spine on it. You can see the signatures, but they're together. What's falling apart is the leather on the outside. And we're going to guess that that is about 1831, 1832. There's another plate. The plates are throughout. Let's put this up for auction because I'm not sure exactly how to price it. But we can start the auction at what I know I need to have out of it, and you guys just decide. So that way, if only one person's interested, I'm going to get a focus. This flower's pretty good for focusing on. And it'll help us keep focus there. Okay, so this is the talisman. We'll put that 1831. We'll put that up for auction, and we're only going to do it for a minute and a half. So if you're interested, give you time to jump in. And if not, I'm getting my timer going here for a minute and a half. And we need to start it at $10. All right, I got the timer ready. You go whenever.
Okay, it's in.
You are ready. And I'm going to watch it and remember to give you a 30-second warning because I'm not always so good at the 30-second warning, am I? But I promise I will. I'm not going to let it go out of my hand right here. In fact, I could just do this, huh? Then you can see it. Then you can see, yeah, you'll hear it.
Yeah,
but
that
you can also see it going down.
Candy, start us off. Thank
That'll
you.
be a little easier. Okay.
You probably still need to say when it's 30 seconds because the delay on YouTube is mine's like 11 seconds.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, mine's pretty bad.
Mine's 9 or 10, so.
Okay, then I will. I will do that. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go over here and grab the Chinese and Japanese books.
Do you have any German?
I don't think I've brought any German out. I know I've got German signatures in the paper packs that will be coming soon.
Okay.
But
30
I don't, I'm
seconds.
looking here.
Thank you, Gigi.
Don't think, oh, wait a minute here. I have, well, I have
10
German and
seconds.
French here in an interesting, oh, well, sorry about that. I did not give a 30-second. Did you?
I gave a 30 and a 10.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Because being able to see it there was perfect. That was really nice.
Oh, good. Then I'll just do that. Then you can give him the 30 seconds. Oh, boy. I'm not very good at being the timekeeper, am I?
Well, I'm
Hi,
worse than
Gigi.
you. Because I was talking, I didn't put my stop in. So it went a little bit longer.
So
Gigi gets it for $12.50 because of I didn't get my stop in.
you said stop, but you didn't type a stop in?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
And that came between Candy and Gigi, so technically Gigi gets it for $12.50 then.
Okay. Gigi gets that one for $12.50. Thank you, Gigi. All right. So that one goes over here. All right. Here is the last one of the little books. This is not super old. This one is 1952. It's called Storyettes, and it's full of just great little stories. Boys, courage, faith, ideals, responsibility, Sunday, teamwork. Just little stories, storyettes. And that will be A. We'll put that at $4. Not very old. Oh, I do have another German I see here. And then there was something else. There's a couple of others that are not, that I was going to put in here. Here they are. This one. Woo! We're having a book slide. Hang on. No, do not slide. Okay. That's what happens when you take the ones off the end and the rest of it starts to fall over. Hey, Kendall. Was there one more? One more. I might have lied. I might have several German. Okay. We're going to do A, B, C, D.
Okay.
Those of you who've been around me for a while, you know that I always grab this other kind of book when I can, if I can get them really cheaply, because this is one of my favorite kind of books for collaging. And I mean, that is purely the only reason that I would get these. This one is like engineering. This one is math statistics. And this is heat power fundamentals. And the reason is because these kind of books, not that they're super old, but they always have these great little illustrations in them. They always have equations and lots of figurine and lots of charts and graphs. And those kinds of things are amazing to collage with, especially that first layer. And then sometimes it peeks through here and there, and they just look really cool. So I grab these when I can get them cheap. So that was the heat power fundamentals. So A is storyettes, B will be heat power, C will be math. Quick through this one. I mean, it's just all math equations, graphs, things like that. Totally, totally cut cut this out, take the cover and use the cover for a journal, and then use the pages to collage with. They're awesome. And then D will be engineering. And you'll find some diagrams and some equations. You can also find some words in here in these kinds of books that you want to just tear out or cut out to use words when you want words. But again, just good collage material. So that's going to be D, C, B, A. How much did I say on A?
4.
I'm going to change A just because these, they can go for $2, these good collage ones. So I'm going to make A $2 as well. And we'll make A, B, C, D all $2.
Cheryl, we're doing mostly books today. We might go back to the movie posters.
Yeah, we had some. We had lobby cards, Cheryl. We did a few lobby cards at the beginning, which are like this. They're vintage lobby cards that when they were done in the theater, they had to go back to the production company, which is why they become rare and valuable. They can't go out to the public. The theaters can't keep them. They have to send them back. And so I have a whole box of lobby cards that I bought. And we did a few of those. And now we're doing books. As soon as we finish this set, we're going to go to some Japanese and Chinese and German and French. Well, some books are old, some are new. They're all unique for different reasons. So
Candy will take B, C, and D.
You got it. Candy loves to collage. These are my favorite. I don't know. I like them better than
very
just
tempting.
plain books because they just give you a little bit of something.
Pass my D to Rebecca.
Me to Rebecca. You got it.
I put it in YouTube, but it did not show up on StreamYard.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, Rebecca gets D then. Hi, Rebecca. Okay. And Candy gets C. And Candy gets B. And anybody want the storyettes? Or am I keeping
Don't
storyettes?
see anyone so far.
Okay, I might just use that as a little journal cover. I'm going to move these guys.
I have that as available.
Here, okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Can move this one out of the way. Sorry for bumping the camera there. This one will be an ABC. And these are Foreign Service Institute. So Department of State. These are basically government books when they had people that needed to learn a foreign language. Maybe they were going to be the liaison between Germany, or hold a position where they're going to be over there in Germany. They went through these fast courses to learn the language as quickly as possible. So Foreign Service Institute, this is German. This is the basic course 1 to 12. There is only one German one. So A will call the Foreign Service Institute, or FSI, German. B will be the FSI French 1 to 12. And C will be the FSI French 13 to 24. So you're going to get like half German and half English in here. Here's a good sample page. Here, this column are all the phrases in German, and this column is what it means in English. And depending on what type of thing they're teaching, Like here's a conversation, the conversation in English and the conversation in German side by side. It's actually kind of good for learning some things. This one, the whole thing is in German, the whole page. Oh, this must be the unit, whatever unit this is. The whole thing is in German. So sometimes it is all in German so that they can't, you're to a point where you should know it all in German. Vocabulary drill, all of that's situations, conversation practice, narrative, finder list, conversion drill. I wonder if that's supposed to be conversation. Translation drill. So that's basically what this is. Some in English, some in German. All the way through. I know I'm flipping quickly, but not like we can stop and read it anyway. But yeah, okay. So that's the A is German, and these in French are the exact same thing. There are some pictures up front showing you how you should act in that language. Same thing in French. You notice some of it is formatted differently because they format their language differently. Drills, review drills, spoken French. More drills. Questions with the answers as drills. So fun. So that is 1 to 12. This one is units 13 to 24. So it just continues from the 12. So this is where it's going to get harder and harder. But, documents. There's a document, at least one French document. I don't know if there's others. I can see sometimes we're passing pictures or images or illustrations, but didn't stop at all of them. So, and we can do these for $2 a piece. So German, French 1 to 12, French 13 to 24.
Okay, that's in.
They can go $2 a piece.
Counting's in there.
And then let me grab the Japanese.
Tina will take A.
You got it, Tina. Thank you.
Rebecca will take B.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Debbie R. will take C.
You got it. Thank you, Debbie.
There's a lot of interest there.
Cool. Unfortunately, those are the only 3 I have of that kind. They are pretty cool, though, aren't they? Okay, let's get some Japanese and Chinese. Wow, I've got a real...
Okay, Debbie needed to have both, so she's going to pass on C.
Okay, she wanted the set, so she'd have all the courses.
So I'm going to switch Rebecca to C.
Okay.
Sweetheart B.
Okay, let me go back here then. Okay, so Rebecca gets C.
She had B or C.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted a French
and then
one.
Sweetheart will get B.
And then Sweetheart gets B. You got it. Thank you, Sweetheart. Thank you, Rebecca. Tina, did you have a grandma that spoke German? Mine too. My mom is German. My grandparents on my mom's side. Auf Wiedersehen. You know, I can say a few things, but Debbie did the first one, so I thought, nope. So, Debbie, do you want B instead? No, she wanted to either have the whole thing or none of it. That's all. So that was her thought on that. All right, let's see. Can we get to? Ooh, also got some other countries. Let's see. There was one more of those math books. Candy, did you give up a math? You gave up one of those for somebody, didn't you? Was there anybody else that wanted one, or was it you just gave up one for somebody?
Rebecca wanted the engineering ones. I let her have that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Mousy wanted it too, but then she retracted hers, so that was all that was on there.
Okay. Mousy, would you like a math one? There's one more math one that I didn't grab with it, with the math equations and statistics. Same price. What were they? $2? If you'd like the math one, I won't even put it up because you were the next person on that list. Okay. Where are my Japanese? Okay, here we go. Japanese, Chinese. I've got a whole bunch
Mousy
of these.
said yes.
You got it. Okay, so $2 for Mousy on the purple math and statistics, because I know there was another math and statistics. Thank you, Mousy. Sorry for all those dings. As soon as we finish here, I'm leaving to go to the airport to pick up my son. And that's lots of texts between him and Doug. As long as they stay on top of it, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I'm trying to pull out all the Japanese and Chinese together here. All right, there we go. I think I got him. All right. I think most of them are Japanese, but there could be some Chinese in here with them. Okay, this will be an ABCD. We might need to just start numbering the Japanese books, Candy. Unless you can read these titles, we'll go.
Numbers work for me.
Japanese number one. I will flip through them so you can see them. But we'll have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. All right. I know these are Japanese because they read backwards. The back of the book is on the front. The front of the book is on the back. And Japanese reads up and down on the page. They are cool to work with. They're most of them, I think, have some kind of images or illustrations or, some. Oh, nice. I think that's a gun. I have no idea what the books are about. I just like to take the writing. I love to collage with it. And when you do that, a lot of it's covered up, so you only get parts and pieces here and there.
Gina wants to know if any of them are rice paper.
I don't think these four I think are pretty much like our standard paperbacks.
Yeah, they look like anime.
Yeah. Yeah, these three especially look a lot like anime. Yeah, no, like our standard. These are actually, the paper is actually thicker than our paperbacks. It's more like a standard book, but none of them are race paper. So A, B, C, D, we'll call these 1, 2, 3, and 4. Japanese number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and all four of these can go for $4 each. Number 2.
Okay, that's in.
Number 3. And number 4.
Gigi will take D.
Thank you, Gigi.
Kendall will take B.
B. Thank you, Kendall.
Anne will take A.
Thank you, Anne.
And Sweetheart will take C.
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. 1, 2, and then I turn them backwards so they face me like all the rest of them do, so I can see. Oh, okay. Now, let's see. Yep, again, the next 4 will all be Japanese. So they'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. These might all be Japanese, as a matter of fact. Oh, I found one Chinese. Another Japanese. Japanese and Japanese. Okay. All right. So 5, 6, 7, 8 will all be. Computer's getting in the way now. Japanese. Again, just pages of this one. It looks like at the beginning of each chapter, there's a little bit of larger characters. And then all the standard. What's interesting is they write the title of the chapter also in English, Success and Catastrophe. That's interesting. But that's not the title of the chapter. Maybe that's the title of the book, because there's 18 with the cap and bold writing, and then 19 was only like a couple of pages down. Oh, I missed it already. So there's 20. So there's a lot of those. I like those. They're just a little bit larger. I use these to collage. These are nice as little focal points, and then these are great when you want to put it on. Maybe part of it gets covered, but you still want to see some of the characters. They're big enough to see. I'm going to say Success and Catastrophe is the name of the book. What that means, I know not. This one. Ooh, this would make some cool bookmarks. Look at that. That's likely the beginning of every chapter. Yep, there we go. That's a good one for bookmarks. Oh, man. All right, whoever gets this one, I think I want to split it with you. for my Japanese book. I won't pull it back, although I really, really want to, but I would love to pull out just a few of those to make some bookmarks for my Japanese book, because it looks like there's a whole bunch. Yeah, oh, those are cool. Those are very cool. All right, and C. There's some bold characters on each page on their own line, as if there's something written in The Young Mystic. So they translated a poem into English here so that you could read it. Interesting. I'll leave that page in because these end pages, there's been paper sit in here, so it aged, and that's pretty cool. Aged nicely, so I'll leave the torn out page in there. There's some good characters. Yeah, I like the bold, slightly larger, darker characters to use here and there. Even take just one character and use it. So if you don't know what the word means, you use one character or two, then it typically doesn't mean anything. 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's number 8. Again, at the beginning of each chapter, there's some. What was that at top? This one's newer. It's a little bit less worn. There's some images up on top. This would make a cool twinchy. Just cutting this little block out because it's small and then doing things on top of it. So you see some of the character through it. There's, it looks like some pictures. Not sure what it is, but yeah, at the beginning of each chapter, there's some more, a little larger and bold writing there. There's some images up top. Looks like working in the fields with the horse, and there's helping a man from a boat. A gun. A bull with matador. Bows and arrows. This paper seems a little bit newer. It's probably the newest of the books. Okay, so this is 5, 6, 7, and 8, and these can all go for $5 a piece. Hi, Sarita. How are you? Hey, Dawn. Good to see you guys.
Hi, Dawn.
Yeah, those who came in anytime after the first hour, I'd encourage you afterwards to go back and watch the first hour more for all the information that was in there. There was a lot of information. The next 2 nights sales, we're going to move them back to 6 to 9 instead of 5 to 8. Seems to be a little bit better time for a lot of people. I better write 5, 6, 7, 8, or I will
Sarita
forget.
will take B.
Thank you, Sarita.
Candy will take A.
Let's see, that's Japan number 6. Number 6. Candy gets A. Thank you, Candy.
That'd be number 5.
Number 5. Okay, got that one down. Thank you.
And Sandy
there.
Foster will take D, which is 8.
Sandy gets number 8. Japan. Thank you, Sandy.
Anyone
cool
interested in C?
Anybody interested in C? Which was that number 7? That's okay if nobody is. Let's move that one off to the side. We've got another batch. That'll be 9, 10, 11, and 12. These are all Japanese. Thanks, Candy. This would come off with a little bit of undo right here. And that's a nice little ephemera piece. There's some little darker ones right here on every single page that are kind of cool. They're a little bit smaller than the rest of the pages. But this is just page after page of Japanese. Okay, so 9. This is 10. There's dragon. That's the back. This would make a cool bookmark right here. Cut that out with part of this dragon would make a cool bookmark. Just page after page of Japanese. Few images. Oops, illustrations. This one is glued in, not sewn in. Just split in half. Got at the beginning of the chapters some darker, larger characters. There's some along the sides of the pages too that are in bold. I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. That's cool too. I would use that. Different on that one. The third one, this one looks like a novel, maybe a youth type novel. Forget what you call those. Just page after page of Japanese. Doesn't look like there's illustrations. Yeah, just lots of pages of Japanese, no illustrations. Ooh. A ticket to the Nutcracker. I will leave that in there. Piece of ephemera for somebody. D. A cheerful gang turns the earth. Maybe that's what the book is called. I don't know. Anyway, this is I've been flipping through them the way we read them, but they read them this way, but I can't flip that way. My left hand doesn't work like that. Just lots of pages of Japanese here too. It looks like there might be there are some bold, slightly larger characters, probably the beginnings and endings of chapters. Got some of these things down on the bottom, which might be page numbers by, nope, because they all don't have them. So it could be the chapter name, the book and the chapter name. There's a chapter or a section divider, but just lots of pages of Japanese. So if you want some Japanese to play with, that is 9, 10, 11, 12, right?
Yep.
And those can all go for $5 as well.
That's it.
And number 9. Japan number 10. Japan number 11. And Japan number 12. Well, thanks for the thumbs up reminder, Candy. I don't know why I can't ever remember that.
Any interest in these?
Nope, no interest in these?
Nope,
Okay.
they're available.
All right, let's move those over then. And there will just be an ABC on this last one. And let me move these out. C is the one that is Chinese, not Japanese, I believe. I'm sure. I'm sure C is Chinese, not Japanese. Some good characters. Hong Kong Superman. So it's probably about a businessman, a Chinese businessman, somebody that they call the Hong Kong Superman. This is more like rice paper. It is not rice paper, but it is more like rice paper. It is a much thinner, crackly paper.
Can we go back to the last ones?
Yes.
Kendall, I don't see where you put in B and C, but you can have C, and Tina Old Pages gets B.
Oh, did we have a serious delay and we didn't wait long enough?
Yep. But I don't see
Sorry.
Kendall's in anywhere.
No, I didn't see him. I didn't see Kendall at all. Hers must
Wow.
have disappeared like mine
Oh,
did.
now Tina just retracted, so that leaves
Okay,
Kendall with B and
so
C.
and that was, yeah, that's the order they were in, right? Right? I think that's the order they were in. So B and C, Kendall, just if you'll just verify that these are the two that you wanted. I believe that was B and C. I know that for sure this one was D, and I'm pretty sure this one was A. So that would be 10 and 11, correct? Is that
Kendall,
correct,
we see you
Candy?
now.
Yes, 10 and 11
But-
was B and C.
10, 11,
But
12.
Dawn was saying
Yeah.
if you put B and C in together, they don't show, but they do show in her message at 7:13.
That's weird. Okay, so B, C side by side must mean something that YouTube doesn't like and it gets rid of. So maybe just a thought, if we can, I don't know if I'll ever remember it, but put B space or space C, just to make sure that it goes through, because that's really frustrating when you put something in.
She's got B, and then the next line, and C.
There you go. That'll work. Thank you, Kendall. Well, sometimes we have to outsmart YouTube that thinks it's so smart. Okay, you got B and C. Thank you, Kendall. And thank you guys for catching that. Okay, so we'll start with A here. A is Think and Grow Rich in Japanese. Some of you have read the book in English. Now you can read the book in Japanese. This is actually a cool picture. Look at those two little cherubs down there. This is Think and Grow Rich, Japanese. So you know, they're good motivating words. Even if I can't read them, they're going to be motivating my psyche, right? It's a quality book. And B is the Think and Grow Rich workbook in Japanese. Now, I don't know what it says, but I think it's very cool to have put down Japanese with some lines. I can totally see making postcards and journal cards, and like I put Japanese prompts on them and writing. That would be really cool. And so there's characters too of different sizes. There's good words. I would tear this word out or cut it out and use that on a card or a tag. Imagination, and then use the characters. Organized planning. So all the sections that you need to, think and grow rich. This is the workbook. Persistence. This is the workbook that goes with it. But I thought we would sell them separately because you might want one, I might not want the other. And C is the Hong Kong Superman. So Think and Grow Rich workbook, and Hong Kong Superman. This one is in Chinese. The others were all Japanese. So this is just a full book of Chinese. There are some pictures throughout. And those can go for $5 each as well.
Okay, that's in.
Let's see here. I need a long one. Think and Grow Rich.
Candy will take B and C.
And that is Think and Grow Rich workbook. Candy.
Good night,
thank
Cheryl.
you. Good night, Cheryl. And C is Hong Kong Superman.
A is still available.
For Candy. There we go. Thank you, Candy. Okay. A is available. Perfect. Over here. Okay, let's do a quick auction because I have no idea how to price this. I've been holding on to this for a long time, and you'll see why. This is just really cool, and I'm not even a fairy collector, but this is really, really cool. I've had it for a while, and I've been hanging on to it. It is the 25th anniversary edition of Fairies, described and illustrated by Brian Froud and Alan Lee, featuring new art and introductions by the artists. It is a hardback book. Look how cute this is. It's silver. There's a cute little fairy right there. But I opened it up to this, and that's why I bought it. I mean, instantly. I thought, how cute is that? Little pirate fairies. Oh, this guy cracks me up. I don't know. I've never seen any like this. And I just was taken by them. So I've been hanging on to this for quite some time. There's just all kinds of different fairies all throughout here. Revised and expanded 25th anniversary edition. Look at that. A note on the use of the word fairy. And they talk about where it came from French, and started to replace the old English word elf. And so there's a whole thing on it. There's full-on large pages. There's individual illustrations, individual, colored pictures. There's some that look more like elves, some that look more like fairies. Look at that cute little baby, the fairy wings. We're going to do this one a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and start the auction, and I will keep flipping through it, and we won't stop it until I'm done flipping through it, and then I'll put a timer on because I know people will want to see a whole lot more. We have to start this one at 10. There's old fairies and young fairies. There's fairies that you could color with colored pencil yourself. Look at that cute little guy down there. Put him next to a mushroom on a tag or something.
Hi, Bonnie.
Fairy world. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, look at the tree. I love old gnarly trees. The noses. Boy, they got some noses. This is a big book, too.
It's
Thorn
awfully
trees
blurry,
on
though.
the. Is it? Oh, is it because I'm flipping too fast? Probably. I will try to slow down just a little bit. I try to flip fast just so people can see some, and those who are interested can see what they want, but not go slow enough that those who aren't interested get bored. But then I know if I go too fast, if I leave it sitting down here, can you see? Or like that, do I really need to pick that up and get close? Because I think that makes a difference. If I'm picking it up and holding it up there, it moves it around so much that it gets blurry. If I can leave it down here, it'll be easier to keep it in focus. Fairy rings. There's a lot of fairies playing instruments, violins and things. That's cool. Spriggans. Okay, I never heard of Spriggans before I read this. Has anybody heard of Spriggans?
Nope.
They're dour and ugly and grotesque in shape. Although quite
dear.
small, they have the ability to inflate themselves into monstrous forms, which has led humans to believe them to be the ghosts of old giants. Apart from their useful functions as guardians
Rebecca's
of
heard of
hill
them.
treasure. Really? Oh, that's cool. Spriggans are an infamous band of villains, skilled thieves, thoroughly destructive, and often dangerous. But they guard the heel treasure. That's what Spriggans do.
Margie's heard of them.
The miser on the fairy Gump, fairies on the Eastern Green, fairy raids, fairy islands, Oisin. That is pretty. I mean, if you wanted to do a fairy journal, you got enough in here to do 5 fairy journals and totally deck them out. It'd be really cool. You could do on different types of fairies. That's a cool page with a lot of illustration. This is pretty. Fairy ways. This little guy. Like his steampunk hat over here. Look at them all pulling the guy's hair that's asleep. Little tiny fairies. Protection against fairies. Oh, that fairy's got a mouth. Looks like a horse. These guys are cute. So is Dobby on Harry Potter, is he considered a fairy then? He's the house elf? Is that what they call him? Elf? Is it an elf? I forget. It's a good page. Wow, these guys are great.
Everybody's out but one person.
Okay. I should probably flip faster.
Or put your timer on, please.
Okay, I'll do that. If we only have one person left, then we'll do a 30-second, just anybody's last chance to move in. Okay, there's 30 seconds. If nobody else comes in, whoever's there, that page that's on the front and back inside the end pages. Oh my goodness, goblins. Look at these awesome colored pictures here. All right, you tell me if anybody else comes back in, then I stop the timer until everybody else is out. Pixies. Oh, wow. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Okay, did anybody else come back in?
Nope. So Rebecca gets it for $30.
Oh, sweet. Rebecca, this is an amazing book. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Kilmulis. Fairy Flora. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to flip through it before it goes out the door. Oh, okay.
I've got
These are
one
like,
of the first editions.
oh, really? Oh,
But
these are the
it's not one I want to
like
cut
the
up.
flower.
So I need a second one that I can cut up.
This would be a super hard one to cut up. You see why I
I
haven't.
would probably cut up my first one and keep this
Yeah,
one if
hang
I
on
had
to a second one and cut up the first one. Flower fairies. I do have
Great
more
deal,
flower
Rebecca.
fairies. I do have flower fairies.
You've got flower fairies?
I do.
Ooh,
and
yes.
I'm debating how to. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I'm debating how to put them out. Some of them might go in the October sales event. But I do have one more book that we might bring out tonight. Let's see. Okay, this is going to Rebecca. And tell me the price again.
$30.
Awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. That's a score. Love that book. I know you will too. Okay, let's see. What else is over here? How about... right. I do have 2 more books here that I would auction off right after I do these. Try to keep them in the kind of sort of categories so that they're kind of sort of together. There, that's what I was looking for. Other Grimm's. All right, I have 2 Grimm's fairy tales. Oh, I just knocked my papers on the floor. I have 2 Grimm's fairy tales. This one is very, very old. This is copyright 1917. So it's over 100 years old. It's got all the stories, all the Grimm stories. Here's the list of illustrations. There's lots and lots of illustrations in here. It's that really cool cottony paper. It's aged really, really well. Rumpelstiltskin. It's got all the original illustrations from way back when they were first written. I've been hanging on. There are 4 color illustrations in there as well. This is Snow White.
Oh, is that nice?
So this is like one of the original Grimm's fairy tales from way back. And then I have a Grimm's fairy tale that is brand new. So one is super old, one is brand new. On this one you get for the age and the really old illustrations. This one you get for this amazing cover. Look at this cover. Copper foiled. I actually was able to get 2 of these. I kept one. I'm going to make a journal out of it. I think it'll make an amazing journal. Foiled gold gilded pages. Look at that owl right inside the front cover.
Oh, the pages are gorgeous.
Yeah, the pages are awesome. Again, all of the stories are in here. And some great illustrations as well. Trying to get past the introduction. I thought they had a list of illustrations in there as well, but they don't. I love when I flip it, I can see the gold flying past. So you get them for 2 different reasons, and you might like one and not the other. One is because it's an original old, very, very old pages and original illustrations and original cover. Like this guy. Remember him on all of them? And the other is because it's brand new, an amazing cover, all the stories and different new illustrations. So we're going to put them both up, A and B, and these will have to be $18 a piece, either one. Meanwhile, I'm going to pick up my papers that I knocked on the floor. Go. Okay. We're going to have to do more nights of books and maybe even do them in
Okay, those are
categories.
sold.
There is so many books, different categories, different ages, different everything. Okay.
I'm taking A.
You got it. Thank you, Glynis.
Margie's taking B.
Awesome. Thank you, Margie. So old Grimms and new Grimms, Candy. Okay. Let's do another auction on this one. This one is Tales of Peter Rabbit and His Friends, and it has 13 Beatrix Potter stories in it with her illustrations. I love the inside of the covers. Illustrations on all the hedgehog. Hedgehogs are cute. Front and back are the same in that way. Let's go ahead and start this while I flip through it. This is a new old book. It is an old book, but it is new. It's not written in great condition. Let's start this at 10. And just let me know when there's only one person or if there's only one person.
Okay.
And we'll do the same thing
now.
as last time. But I'll flip through. Love the frog. I always love a frog in a good coat. He needs a top hat though, walking on his little frog legs. So there's the 13 stories that it's got. All of the Peter Rabbit stories. Look at that. Look at the images that are on here. These are so cool. And it's not just an image every now and then or every couple of pages. There's like 3 images on every page. 2 or 3 on every page. These are amazing.
Looks like you're
This page-
freezing up.
Oops. Okay. Probably because I'm flipping too fast. I will flip slower and maybe just flip more pages. The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin. If you want to cut this up, these are amazing images. They would make such cute cards and tags in books. If you don't want to cut it up, this is a very cool hold on forever book. The owls are wonderful. All the squirrels. Lots of squirrels. Lots of squirrels, lots of owls. Funny though, the squirrels and the owl get along. In real life, I think the owl's always trying to eat the squirrels.
I would think so. Yeah.
There's Benjamin Bunny.
It was the battle of the moderators, but Candy dropped out. She doesn't want to bid against
Oh,
that.
That's funny. Oh, the mice. I like mice.
I want it for my granddaughter.
Oh. Now she's trying to guilt you out of it, Debbie.
I wanted it for Chunky.
Yeah, she wanted it for her grandson. Somebody else is going to sneak in on both of you. I like the hedgehog. He's cute. Spencer had a little hedgehog.
She taught
when he
herself
was a
to
kid.
read before she started kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah, now she just started grade
Wow.
1.
Wow. The pie and the patty pan. Oh, man. There's the frog fishing. The little frog legs. Sir Isaac Newton, the frog, wore his black and gold waistcoat.
Weird name for a frog.
Yeah. They all have names. That's funny. That's the first one I read. The story of a fierce, bad rabbit.
Hey, that's my story.
Yeah, no kidding. The story of Miss Moppet.
You can jump back in, Candy. Not
Oh,
if
no,
just
I am
underneath.
no, I'm not bidding against you two. It ain't happening.
The Tale of Tom Kitten.
Oh, that's sweet.
Dedicated to all pickles, especially to those that get upon my garden wall.
Uh-huh.
Almost done. Almost to the end here. Jemima Puddle Duck. A farmyard tale for Ralph and Betsy. That's cute. The roly-poly pudding.
If I didn't have a granddaughter, the pictures in there are incredible.
Yeah, they really are. They really are.
This way I don't have to decide.
Cover was printed in Italy. Okay, where are we at? Let's see. All right, anybody gonna outbid Glynis's 14? I don't know how long the delay is we need to account for. They're afraid if they outbid you that you won't say their name when they want something. Oh, Debbie outbid you. Oh no, we lost Glynis. Glynis's device flipped
Guess
out.
she don't get the book.
Glynis's device wigged out. We'll give her a minute to get back in. Of course, if she's on, and good, Debbie pulls a Margie. Yep, Debbie just pulled a Margie. Margie, I was almost expecting Margie to pull a Margie on that one. She's being nice tonight.
Glennis says she's out.
Glennis said she's out. Okay, she's still on YouTube somewhere. Okay, that only leaves Debbie. So we will do, if I can get this open. There we will. We'll do our 30-second for any last minute ninjas. But Debbie's got it at 20. So you got 20 seconds if anybody's wanting to ninja in on Debbie. Let's see here. That's what I was looking for. There we go. That is the end. Anybody get in? Oh, Glynis is back. Let me get her back in here. There we go. It just kicked you out.
Debbie
right?
gets it for 20.
Debbie gets it at 20. Thank you, Debbie. That is a really cool book.
Yeah, we just had a Alberta health alert. That
Oh, really?
From now on, everybody has to show proof of vaccination. So that's what kicked me out.
Really? You have to show? So I wondered if there's going to come a time where you have to carry your vaccination card on you when you go outside.
Well, we're going to have to as of now.
Wow.
So that's what kicked me out. It was an emergency sync, so it overrides.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, truly it kicked you out because it was an emergency notification that came through.
Yep.
Okay.
I took a picture of it on my phone because when I walk around at work, I don't have my purse on me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Well, because, I mean, a lot of them don't like it, but, you know, a lot of times I can't find it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you don't want to take a chance of losing it either. So if it's at home, but you have a picture of it. And it does have the date on it, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, I've got 5 books here. We'll do an A, B, C, D, E. These are all vintage books. We can get all those in. I think we can. Okay. Alice in Wonderland. Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. These are all like legendary classics, vintage. They got that good old paper that's, that's aging. Let's see. I don't even know what the dates are on them, but 82, 79, 80, 81, 82. Okay, so if Alice in Wonderland is A, B is The Little Lame Prince, C is The Three Musketeers, D is Treasure Island, and E is Robinson Crusoe. And these are great paper to work with because they're just old enough and they're that cottony fibrous that they've aged really nicely. So you won't feel bad if you use the paper, and they're awesome little covers to make journals and use those covers. These can all go for $4.
Okay, just getting them all in.
Yeah, Texas would never require that, would they, Rebecca? Nope. I don't think so. 3,
You said
4.
$4?
$4 each. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Those are in.
Robinson Crusoe.
Debbie, it went to a good home.
Yes, it did.
Candy will take B.
Thank you, Candy. Any interest in any of the others?
Not so far.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on the time.
We just have 15 minutes.
Yeah. Let me pull out a couple things kind of different here. Then there's some more old ones sitting there. I've got them in stacks and sometimes have to move one to get to the other. Okay. Let's do an ABC. For those of you who crochet, this is a treasury of crochet techniques and patterns, and it includes 35 exciting projects. If you do want to take it apart, there's an awesome purple cover that is in great condition. So it's got a library that goes through all the different stitches. But then it has 35 patterns. For different things you might want to make. Oh, crochet plus applique. Edges and edgings and trimmings. Know-how. Interesting textures and motifs. So that will be A. Crochet techniques and patterns. B will be the Great Afghan Book. This has a pretty red cover that is in excellent condition. And the Great Afghan Book has Afghan Basics, Easiest Afghans, Great Classics, Crochet Potpourri, Knits in Squares and Strips, Picture Afghans, The Versatile Afghan Stitch, Kid Stuff, and Specialty Crochet. So all the different kinds of things that you might want to make. Instructions, patterns for all of them. Pictures. If you don't need the pictures, take those pictures out and use them. Hopefully it's not going blurry because I am flipping through there, but that's a great Afghan book. So Crochet Techniques, Afghan book, and C is called Basic Backgrounds. This is the Quilter's book. Crochet, Afghans, and Quilting. This one is a spiral bound book. If you did want to take it and turn it into a journal, it's got some cool features there, but this has all different kinds of backgrounds for quilts and quilting tips. If you wanted to just take this and cut this up, these make amazing faux stamp things. I love cutting out images like that and using them as faux stamps. Faux stamps don't have to be tiny, they can be large, and you can use it as a tuck spot or a pocket. All kinds of stuff in here. So if you're a quilter, that's a cool book. That will be C. So Crochet Techniques, the Afghan book, and Basic Backgrounds, the Quilters Academy Volume 1. I'm not familiar with that, but maybe you are. The Quilters Academy Volume 1. All of these can go for $4 each.
Okay, those are in.
Oh, I forgot about this stack of super old books right in front of me. I was looking around, where did I put those? And they're right on the desk.
Any interest in these
Any
crafting
interest in
books?
those? We could do one sale that's only crafting books of all different kinds, including altered cards and ATCs and backgrounds and paper crafts and crochet and all those things, because I have tons of them.
Yeah, different ephemera crafting books would be neat.
Yeah. Okay, I will move these.
Candy says we want old books.
You want old books? Okay. I just saw the stack of old ones on my desk. I forgot I put it right in front of me. All right, A is going to be Tell Me a Hero Story. This is 1916. I love that they kept the paper on, even though it's totally destroyed, because the book is in amazing condition. It is embossed and debossed. Tell Me a Hero Story by Mary Stewart. You can see the inside of the cover there. Amazing paper. Lots of cool images. There's an elephant with the whatever they call it up on top and the people sitting in it. Japanese.
Yeah, one of those.
Japanese. I have one of these. All these old ones, there's just one of, there's really cool images like this. This is the Golden Horde, and I believe that there's one of these in front of every chapter or every story. I believe that there's one. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, The Boyhood of Roland. Okay, so that'll be A. I'm looking for what else I can put with that. Oh, I do have some things that are super, super old. Some of them will have to auction off because I don't even know how to price them.
Only got 9 minutes.
But yeah, we don't have time to do a lot of that today. We'll do another. Maybe I should split books into old books and new books that are just cool categories. I'm looking for a date on this one, and I'm not finding a date, but I think you can probably look at it and see. This is Cinderella or the Glass Slipper. This is, it is way, way old. This is very thick cardstock, kind of light chipboard, actually. And this is exactly how I got it. There's Old Mother Hubbard, Tom the Piper's Son. These pages are amazing. There's games, how they played the games in old times. The old woman tossed up in a basket. This might be parts of 2 books together. Ding Dong Bell.
The tech font is very different.
As it does, yeah, it almost looks like two different books that they just had all packaged together. Okay, well, and does that go? That's interesting. You can tell it's bound at the end, not, that one's bound at the end too. So, but this one was bound here. Okay, wow. No, I think that was one.
Okay.
See how I don't know. This is McLaughlin Brothers, New York. This is McLaughlin Brothers, best games and books. And it's up and down this way. This one is too, but yet even on the inside of the cover, it's read that way. So was it bound that way? But I don't know. I don't know. It's amazing paper and amazing old images. Look at those images. But some of them are different. The images all fit. The images they all fit like they're the same. But that's the way I got that. I'm going to keep it together because whether it was one book or two, it's pretty darn amazing. I'm looking for another one that I can put up here with these. These are going to be $10 each. These are super old, and I had to pay for them. But I'm thinking, oh, sorry, did not mean to bump the camera there. Maybe this one. Nope. Gosh, I totally forgot about this whole stack of books. I wish I'd pulled them out earlier for you because they're amazing. Maybe we'll do a half an hour of old books tomorrow before we get into. All right, I'll let this one go for 10. This is a 1916, The Children's Hour, Modern Triumphs, The Children's Hour, and it has. There's a cool plate. Selected and arranged by Eva March Tappan. Between the dark and the daylight, when the night is beginning to lower, comes a pause in the day's occupation. That is known as the Children's Hour. So 1916. And it's full of stories and plates with the cool images. Building a skyscraper, the department store. That's really interesting. I haven't read them. Now, Edison and the Electric Light, Making a World's Record, The Birth of the Telephone, The Atlantic Cable, The Rights and the Airship, Rescue of the Titanic Survivors. So there's a lot of stuff in there. So we'll just ABC that, and they're going to be $10 each.
Okay, that's in.
And where are we? 56. Okay. These.
Candy will take it.
Candy will take which one?
A.
A. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Thank you, Candy. Any interest in these two?
Not so far.
Okay, I've got 4 more that are from the same
What's the
series.
paper like in C? Is it thick or?
And see, let's see.
Yeah. I mean, I
The
just.
paper in C is very cottony feeling, and it's fairly thick, but it's very cottony, like it's way old.
Okay. All right. No, I'll pass.
Yeah, you want a really thin. It's not
no.
super thick.
I'm
but
waiting for the next batch.
yeah,
I might
it's
come back and
old.
get that one if nobody claims
Yeah,
it.
it's not thick like this. This is much thicker paper. This B. All right, here's this batch. This is, we'll do 1, 6, 7, 10. Okay, so ABCD. Move these out of the way, and I keep bumping the camera. ABCD on this, and they are all John Stoddard's lectures, different volumes. So they will be volume 1, volume 6. 1 is A, 6 is B, 7 is C, and 10 is D. Okay, and they are, all the covers are the same. They're all marbled. I was looking for a date. Let's see. John Stoddard's lectures, Norway, Switzerland, Athens, Venice. There he is. Nice plate image of him, complete in 10 volumes. Copyright 1897. 1897. I will check. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so this is going to be in 4 sections then with those 4 places. There's Norway, there's Switzerland, there's Athens. Oh, there's lots of images in these. Wow. There are lots of plates and lots of images, smaller images throughout. Switzerland, Norway. Starts with Norway. Oh yeah, there's images on every page. Okay, they are gilded edges. That one to get in nicely. Okay, I'm going to go to volume 10 and just check the date there. 1898.
Lucy, yeah, she said John Stoddard.
John Stoddard. They are all John L. Stoddard lectures. Okay, volume 1 is Norway, Switzerland, Athens, and Venice. So that'll tell you not only what his lectures are on, but what your pictures are going to be. What all the images and plates and pictures, they're all going to have one of him at the beginning. B, volume 6 is Berlin, Vienna, St. Petersburg, and Moscow. C, which is volume 7, is going to be the Rhine. I'll be right there, honey. I did. Thank you. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay. Thanks. The Rhine, Belgium, Holland, and Mexico. And D, volume 10, is California, Grand Canyon, and Yellowstone Park. So does that help? That tells you what you're going to have images of. There are lots. There are images on every single page, literally. This is full. Explanatory index at the back of each one. We're just going to do these for a flat 15 for each one of them. And I just keep bumping that camera.
That's in.
Don't I? And that was Doug calling saying, it's 8 o'clock, we got to go. His plane is 10 minutes early.
Candy will take A.
Thank you, Candy.
Kendall will take B and D.
Thank you, Kendall.
Okay, bye, Ann.
Bye, Ann. We'll talk to you soon.
Anyone for C?
Kendall, it's D as well. Anyone interested in C before we wrap it up here?
Can you flip through it just real quick? Just flip.
Oh, sure. This was the
Just,
Rhine, Belgium,
Yeah.
Holland, and Mexico. Let's see what kind of images they are.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. There's some cool ones. Now I want to keep looking. Now I want to keep looking. Candy
And
gets
Marianne is leaving.
And Marianne is out the door to the airport, but I'll see you tomorrow night. I will change that
Yeah,
one to
get out of here.
with mixed media. Yeah, get out of here, kid. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us tonight. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and we'll see you in the group tomorrow, but tomorrow night here at 6 o'clock for some mixed